January 20th, 2026. They're talking about the New World Order again, kids, as we said they would be. Here's Tom the Old Legend.
Happy New Year,
He's
mate.
been working out. Yes, Chiefs.
Always
He's been
working
gardening.
hard, mate. Yeah, it stops and it starts again, but it's good to be busy, so it's nice. I'd be complaining if I didn't have anything to do. So,
I've been gallivanting Chiefs recording Dave Light doing a speech at the Birmingham March against the digital ID, which they're trying to bring in by stealth by the under 16s social media because they said they got rid of it. They haven't.
well, yeah, we're only not even 3 weeks into the new year, and already there's a lot of stuff happening. So, yeah, where to begin?
There's so much. And Davos has begun with them freaks. Nigel Farage freaks gone down to talk to them, even though saying I'll never go and speak to them. He's gone and joined them.
As George Carlin said, it's one big club, and we're not in it.
Wait on it.
So true.
Trump's going there to like talk to his masters. Well, they're not really his masters. It was like, yeah, overseers. So.
Lay down the law, basically. But yeah, just the police force of the United Nations, isn't it? So they're all on the same side, but even though they pretend not to be, they're all on the same side.
You're all on the same side.
Yeah,
I
and just
apologize if you hear any drilling in the background because there's someone drilling.
well, yeah,
We
people.
might hear Tommy O'Bell, we might not. So
I can't hear anything at the moment, mate. So we just crack on. But so yeah, Davos has just started yesterday, and it's running till the 23rd, so the January the 19th until the 23rd, and it's the 56th Davos World Economic Forum meeting. It's in Switzerland. So
this is
yeah,
fun.
they're all in there, and also the protesters are there as well.
I'll fly with the jets. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to save the
That helps you
planet.
avoid security. Yes,
Rules for thee, but not for me, as they would say.
exactly. That's why
So
I'd like to have a private jet because you avoid that horrible bloody security. It's one of those horrible things. And they have all that facial recognition crap. And they try and make it really hard for you to like say no.
well, if I had the money, I'd probably have one as well, to be honest. But we
Well, exactly. Tell me about so I could get this food. Yeah.
we can but dream, mate. So just 3 weeks in almost into the new year, and with the events so far, we've had the toppling of Nicolas Maduro in Venezuela.
Yeah. And all those other leaders saying, well, we're not sure if we're going to condemn that. And it does break the international law. But
Yeah, but
yeah.
they won't do anything, especially with Trump's starting 10% tariffs on a handful of countries.
Exactly.
Beginning the 1st of February. So yeah, it's funny. Yeah, he's just gone after Venezuela. We've got Iranian protests kicking off, and yeah, bloody CIA and another group.
The CIA are definitely involved in that and Mossad. And yeah, because they want to do another attack on Iran soon.
Yeah, already bragging that they're on the ground, keeping the protests going. But it's for the people, honest. Yeah,
It's for the people.
honest. Yeah, as usual. And yeah, we've got the 10% tariffs coming in on February the 1st, I think it is. Well, it's beginning of February, and that'll be yeah, countries like the UK and France, I think it is. There's 6 or 7 of them. Yeah, Italy's not on the list, but Maloney's been there, hasn't she? Talking
Mm.
about all this going on and sticking up for the people that are on the list on Trump's blacklist. But anyway, that's another story. It's funny that they should be going after Greenland as well. Yeah, because if you actually have a little search on the computer and find out what natural resources are in Greenland, they've got all the rare earths that they're going on about that they need, and this, that, and the other. And due to the bureaucracy in America, they bet it takes about 15 to 20 years, I think it is, to get a mine going. Now they're running out and they're trying to stop China having so much power, apparently. They're after Greenland, so that's a funny timing. So Venezuela, they've gone in there for the oil and the lithium as well for the batteries. And Greenland, they've got rare earth minerals, they've got oil, they've got gas, they've got gold, all the stuff that they're after at the moment. So yeah, funny that, isn't it? But it's for national security and making a shed
And so
load
it's
of
connected
money.
to the technocracy map as well from the Club of Rome and the original technocracy back from the 1930s.
Yeah, and here it is
Set by
coming to
Elon Musk's
fruition.
grandfather is on that map. The actual Venezuela, Greenland. So it's connected to that.
Yeah, it's all planned out 25, 50
It's all
years
planned.
in
It's all
advance.
written down in some way. You'll find it somewhere. It's all written down. We can probably find a
Yeah,
copy of that map and put it down in the links.
yeah,
It's all out there.
these days, all you've got to do is search it, and you'll be able to pull up the original documents. It's all there.
Exactly. You usually find it in the technocrats map, unless they censor it like on the online save chat where you can find stuff. And they're
Yeah,
trying to bring in more stuff.
yeah. There's always a way if you know what to do.
There is VPNs all around until they try and ban them and they verify them. So.
Yeah. So yeah. Apart from Venezuela, Iranian protests, Greenland tariffs, America going on about attacking Colombia, Cuba, and on the Guyanan border as well. They're on about having troops there. Mexico's getting its feathers ruffled as well. Funny, they've got loads of silver as well, and that's going up nicely at the moment, isn't it?
So everyone's
All-time
over
highs.
Mexico, yep. And on the
Yeah,
dreadful, people being policed by robots as well in some
yeah.
countries. So.
It's just the American empire. They're running out of steam, just like all empires do. So yeah, they're after what they can pillage. Basically, it's pretty much what it boils down to.
It's always about control, gang. It's always about control. They never change their script.
Always,
It's so boring. If it's
always.
about interesting things, like someone
Yeah,
else, I don't know. It's always
yeah,
about control. It is never about anything else. It is so boring. That's why I would say these people are so boring and fake because they haven't got a different script. It's always about control. And if you listen
yeah.
to a talk, they say that's all it's ever about. And you say, mate, get a new script. You're boring.
If only,
Or
mate.
they're going back to 2008 where they're doing the same sort of thing.
Yeah, it's sad, isn't
Oh,
it? Within 3 generations, everyone's forgotten the lessons that people had to die to uphold, and those that survived learned. And here we are again with the build up to World War III by the look of it. But I suppose with old AI coming in, the people lose their jobs. There won't be as much tax money, so it's time to cull the herd, if you ask me. That seems what it's pointing towards.
well, exactly. In Canada, they have that maid thing where they want to kill us all off. In
Oh
Canada,
God,
they've got that. And in Britain, they said they'd love to wipe out someone like me who's got a Asperger's syndrome. Falkland actually said that.
yeah,
He actually said, I'd like to like people with autism. And that, they said maybe we can just get rid of him.
horrendous, mate.
Actually, he can be gotten rid of because he's a war criminal. And yeah, we really should be getting rid of
Yeah.
these people.
Oh well,
Put him on trial and say, flog him.
yeah, they'll have to answer to some a higher power one day. Yeah,
They
that's
will. And Blair's on that new thing with Trump, and he's on his new Peace Corps thing. And though he was not going to be on it the other about 6 months ago, if you check that, he wasn't going to be on it. And then he's back on his like thing for the Gaza situation.
yeah.
It's all
Hasn't
gross.
he?
And apparently he's asked Putin to join it too.
Hasn't in the last few days, Blair said that he's going to step down from that peace thing for Palestine or something. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure that he's stepped down in the last 24, 48 hours or something like that.
So tell me about.
There's so
Maybe
much
he
going
has, maybe
on,
he has. But last time I think he stepped down, but this time he's like he said he was on to be on it. So
so much going on. It's hard to keep up
there's so
with.
much going on. That's what they do. So
Yeah, we
he
can
may
do.
or he may not have, but it's definitely documented that he was on it.
Yeah, yeah, indeed. Yeah, definitely 100% on that one. Yeah, but I'm sure in the last few days he's said he's going to step aside, something like that. Who knows with these lot? Who knows, mate?
I mean, well, they always say people, and it's not
just got to try and
as
keep
Garfigo says, it's all connected.
all connected. Just got to try and
I
keep
always say
yourself.
that too, and people just laugh at you and say, "But it is all connected." I'm sorry, but it is.
He certainly is. Yeah, it may not seem like it at the time,
It
but
may not seem like it exactly. That's a good thing. It's like an
yeah.
X-Files mythology episode. It
Then
may
you
not
look,
seem like it's connected, but it definitely is.
then you look back 25, 50 years, and oh, it's funny. It's all connected, literally. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what it is.
we've covered the events so far of 2026 that have happened, and we've got some more to go through. So yeah, talking about Davos, we've had lots of different protesters there at the moment, protesting about oil, World War III, the billionaires, the technocrats. So shall I show a little segment of
Yeah,
the
sure. Clips on paper.
of the protesters there? Right, let's get it going. So I'll share this with you. There we go. Share. Hundreds protest Davos, and here we go. Mm, Elon.
No sound, but yeah, like for our civil rights is isn't it? So, yeah, there we are. Stop there. We need to stop them. That's true. Yes.
Vom Regime erschossen.
Yeah, it's good diversion, isn't it? All the stuff going on from old Trump and Epstein.
Exactly, it's a very good division for the people. Yeah, also very intriguing. I've been listening to a bit of that inside transpiration on the Daily Beast. That's quite interesting, actually. Even though that journalist is a social climber, it's quite interesting to listen to.
Mm.
It's that like Wolf guy who's like was. I reckon he's definitely going to do a book on Epstein and
Yeah.
Trump. He actually spoke to Epstein about his like public image when Epstein was alive and things. But yeah, it's quite interesting to listen to that Daily Beast because you have that Joanna Coles woman who's off the BBC scumbag shit. She's not anymore working for him, but
Mm.
she's a terrible woman, irritating woman. And then you have them do both just talk about inside transparent and stuff, and yeah. It's quite interesting in that regard. If you could put yourself through listening to those two, yeah,
Yeah, indeed.
it's a bit torturous, but you know, it's interesting.
Oh, capitalism in every way. Capitalism, Mr. Trump. We got to drill for all of the oil. We drill, baby, drill for all of the money in the world. Drill, 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 drill. Capitalism. Money is what we want. Money over people. Money over nature. Money over future.
Shout out to news people. Yeah, they're always news. They'd be good people. Yeah. They got some cameras there.
Well, there we go.
There we go, Chiefs.
So yeah, there's plenty of people on the ground there. Who's reporting there? Is any of the big sort of independent media there at the moment?
I think there's a smaller one called Reuters News or something.
Yeah, yeah, and there's
Well, that's why. But those good Chiefs there, the good Chiefs they got down next. So.
yeah, indeed, yeah. I'll have to
So,
go
well,
one day.
these days they make it impossible to travel to places like Europe because they want to take your face and your fingerprints.
Yeah, indeed. Ah, well,
Literally, you cannot travel to Europe now.
well, that ties in. That ties in with our next thing about the UK bringing in a social media ban for under 16s, eh?
Yeah, connected to the social credit score.
So, well, social credit score, yeah, that's one thing. Also, digital ID by backdoor.
Yep.
In the article, that it's all about looking after the children. You know, it's all always for the children, isn't it?
The irony on the BBC. I just thought I'd put one of them up for the sheer irony that with their history that they apparently have 84 pedophiles working for them. So.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
As I call them, the pedophile protection unit. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, indeed.
I think they should be fully shut down. If I had my way, I'd be taking it over and shutting it down.
Well, seems like that is building up, doesn't it, bit by bit?
It does. It would be lovely to raid it and take it over and put some UK column and put all these independent people that are actually good on there and just say, right, take away. Here's the studios. There you go.
Yeah, so if you can help to finance people, independent journalists out there who are actually reporting on the real news, then, you know, make sure you do, because if people don't fund them, then they won't be around, will they?
Exactly. Like, yes, William, we got to see if we can try and speak to that young man because he's very good. I've been watching his videos recently. He's so good.
Yeah,
he did one about the BBC occult symbology in the old building.
Yeah, he's a clever chap as well. It's funny listening to him. He does.
He's really cool. He doesn't like people liking his work, though. He doesn't. He's funny.
No, he's just humble, isn't he? Some people are
he's
like
humble. I mean, like I remember I met him. I shook his hand and said, "I really like work." This other guy said that too, and he says, "Please don't say that." I said, we both joked and said, "You think it's terrible and absolutely terrible." Oh,
yeah. Yeah,
he's a cool guy. He's cool. He's just funny. He's good. He
does
great work. And then, yeah, he's very productive. And he's lucky he lives in London in a way because he finds stuff that we may not be able to find ourselves.
Yeah.
It's good he shows it to us.
And he's a tour guide there as well, wasn't he? So he knows exactly where to go and all the history and things like that.
It'd be a good job, actually, in someone like London. Yeah, it would.
Yeah, yeah.
Like definitely. I found Baker Street when I went. I actually know my way back from Baker Street from Sherlock Holmes' house now, so I could actually tour people there. Like I could show them a tour.
Yeah,
he wasn't there when I went, though. I was very upset about that. He's very rude of him not to be there. But it's nice house he had, didn't it? Difficult to take photos in it. The lighting's really annoying.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah,
but it's nice. Like it was nice house.
Gloomy old England, but yeah, also with
gloomy old England. I wouldn't have it any other way because the rain is my favorite weather. Like Tim Burton's rain.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. Actually, the summer was so hot and so oppressive. I've never thought I'd actually get sick of hot weather, but I did. It was so repressive. It's actually nice being cooler and frost and fog and all that sort of thing. It helps you to think. I think it ties into our genetics and biology and everything. Just people in the sort of northern hemisphere getting so cold, you would have to think so far ahead so you didn't starve to death. So I think there's something to do with that helps us to think when the weather's cold and wet and everything, because it's just something in our beings, isn't it? From having
I
to
think it is.
survive for so many thousands of years before you could pop down to your local supermarket and grab some food, and don't even have to do that anymore, do you? Just phone up Deliveroo or something, or DoorDash or whatever it is. You don't even have
Oh
to
yeah,
go.
I've never done that. Yeah.
People don't even go and get their own food from supermarkets anymore. It's crazy. But anyway,
This is
such is
well, exactly.
time.
If they ever a way and shut it all down, yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
It's like eating things, and you've eaten
Well,
too much of this, right? We're shutting that down.
also tying in with the digital ID, there's the other news article, isn't there, that you sent over. DWP powers to check bank accounts limited to three pensions and benefits. So if you're on universal credit, pension credit, or employment and support allowance, the government Department of Work and Pensions department can look into your bank account to see exactly where your money's going. So another backdoor for digital ID and social credit.
Exactly, and they're the people whose bank accounts we should be looking into right to see
Yeah,
people is
indeed.
Kendall the old freak.
It's all
Absolute
projection.
nutcases, these people. Yeah. God, that's what I'd love. I'd love the power to actually go into their bank account and shut their bank account down like they do to us and people.
Yeah,
It'd be just
indeed.
great to say, you're homeless and destitute, get out. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's too much, and that's too kind actually compared to what you've done with it. Bloody COVID shots and all that stuff. Yeah, these people need to be dealt with.
Yeah. It's one big
They do,
cloud.
don't they? Well, they do. They need to be dealt with, and people just need to like buck up before it's too late.
Well, it's
Because soon it
sad.
will be too late for us to even deal with them. Once they
It,
get digital ID and the social credit score, that is the end of you.
it's sad though, isn't it? Because these people are just building prisons for their children's children as well. It's just so short-sighted. I mean, what's wrong with people?
Exactly.
But we know with the old Epstein documents coming out that these people have been blackmailed by Mossad's bloody blackmail ring for decades. Just waiting. Like Trump, I expect he's been groomed for the last 30 years for them just waiting until he got into office so they could suddenly say, we're going to do you, mate, unless you do exactly what we tell you. And then you can live like a god on planet Earth and nothing will happen to you. They're all tied up in it. There's loads of people. It's like I was at Barclays Bank. The head of that had to step down because he was one of Epstein's good pals and was up to all sorts of shenanigans. They've been
Oh, there's so
blackmailing.
many of them. Yeah, there's so many.
Yeah, all the people up in the top echelons of politics, they're all compromised. I wonder what they've got on old Starmer.
Oh, yeah, so those Ukrainian rent boys and stuff.
He's definitely not. He's getting his orders from somewhere, isn't he? He's not in
He
charge.
is.
No way on earth. No way on
Yeah,
earth.
he couldn't run a corner shop, that guy, or anything else.
Yeah. So
And the West Street and Mr. Bilderberg, yeah, they talk about putting him in place, and they're
yeah.
having people briefing against him and stuff. But they went to Bilderberg last year, and they were talking about depopulation. So he's obviously been chosen to take over from him when the time comes.
When the time comes, yeah, it's just the face has
Which I don't think is
changed.
too far away, actually. So I'll give
Yeah.
some until about March. I do next year,
The
this year in
face
March.
the face has changed, but the agenda keeps moving forward.
That's what David the IDO chief says. He does say that, yeah. And I
Such
got
an
some good
easy.
footage of him in Birmingham anti-digital ID protests, which we hopefully will share in a minute once I can. Yeah.
Yeah, so far we've covered about the protesters at Davos and the UK social media ban for under 16s, the DWP powers to check bank accounts if you're on those three types of benefit: universal credit, pension credit, or employment and support allowance. Yeah, we've still got a few other bits to do. Shall I bring up the clip of Carney at
I think you should. I think it'd be very, yeah. I think that'd be, yeah.
Okie
That little
dokie.
horrible Bank of England governor, friends of Ghislaine Maxwell, absolute traitor to Canada. People can't stand him. Yeah.
Yeah, another one. Uh,
Another
right.
one. There's so many of them. And what was he talking about?
All right, let's get it up and have a look, shall we?
Yep. Let's have a look at this footage of that creep.
Oh, Carney, here we go. Three, two, one.
As you mentioned, mine is the first visit of a Canadian Prime Minister to China in nearly a decade. The world has changed much since that last visit. And I believe the progress that we have made in the partnership sets us up well for the new world order. Under your leadership,
Well, there we go.
There we go, kids.
They're all banging on about a new world order. Bit Bloomberg
Again.
the last like couple of weeks I've recorded 2 or 3 segments of them going on about the new world order, the new world order, the
It's
new
brilliant.
world
Listen to
order.
LBC with that moron James O'Brien, because he has no clue what the heck he's on about, because Trump's like invaded Venezuela and he wants to take Greenland, and he's just babbling like some incoherent drunk.
It's just
He doesn't know what the heck it's about. It's brilliant to listen to. I can't stand James O'Brien.
Well, they're trying to get people to use emotion over logic, aren't they? That's the thing. Is
Yeah,
like, use your emotion. Don't use logic. Get
that.
emotional. Don't, and then you stop thinking, and then you.
I'm so tempted to call in and to give him that Carol Quigley quote. I'm very tempted, but I'd end
Right.
up swearing at the guy probably, and I'll be cut off.
Carol Quigley, Tragedy and
The
Hope.
Carol Quigley quote is in James Corbett's book, yeah, about how left, right, and both controlled.
Yeah. Oh, that's brilliant. The book that you got me, Reportage, isn't it?
Yes, tell me, pal. I'll tell
Yeah.
you a secret about that book.
I've got a copy of it right here from you.
I'll tell you a secret about that book. Tell me, pal, for your Christmas gift. That's my official book that I had because your book didn't come until after Christmas.
I've just noticed there's a few bent pages in there. That'd be why. Only joking. But yeah, that's
Yeah, because
brilliant
I
book.
couldn't wait for you to have it, so I said I'm not going to wait till after Christmas for him to have it late. So I gave it to you, my original book, because I hadn't really read it anyway. So.
Can you read it there? Can you actually see what it
No,
says?
you can't really see it there. You can see James with it.
James Corbett of the Corbett Report.
It's still in perfect condition here enough because I actually hadn't read it. So.
Yeah.
And so when yours came, which was about 20th of January, that's my one there.
Aha. Right, I'm with you.
But I said I couldn't wait for you not to have it. So
Yeah.
so I've read about 2 pages of it, I think.
Yeah, I'm waiting until I get through everything else. Do my FT.
Tom Neopel's working on a very interesting thing he's doing. It's very interesting, this is kids. So.
Yeah, well, to be continued anyway. But yeah.
Tell me about that, Tom Neopel. You tell me about your project you working on.
I will do at some point, but when I'm at a point, it's like the reportage, James Corbett's book. It took him 15 years to do it. I really don't want to
It's taking him that long. That's true.
Yeah, so
it's a very interesting project, gang. Anyway,
I'll get stage
I've seen
1.
the front cover of what you just showed me earlier. It's very clever.
Yeah, I'll get
very
stage.
cleverly designed. Yeah, like a cool, clever idea.
Yeah, I'll get stage 1 out the way first.
Exactly.
So,
I'll start shooting my movie rehearsals.
So you've got
I got some footage of David like the OQE if I can find the right ones, because there's one bit I recorded which was like 15 minutes and that was really long.
Yeah.
So he spoke for like 28 minutes, I think, altogether. But I should have like a few segments of like 4 minutes, so we'll play a little bit of that.
Yeah.
When I was in Birmingham, if I can find it. But I got it. I should have it on my screen. So.
Well, I've got the bit from Davos with Freeland talking with the head of the World Bank and that about carving up Ukraine. So I pop that up quickly.
Okay, Tommy Belt. Yeah, no,
Okay, so I'm just going to share the screen. This is yeah. Well, let's take a little look at it. Media player share. Let's listen to a minute of this.
Is any introduction? I don't know, but please, the floor is yours.
Maybe that is speak so fast either.
Дуже дякую. Добрий день. Bienvenue. Welcome.
The more you stay home, the less you want to leave.
Advert.
And the more you stay, the heavier everything feels.
Bye-bye advert.
Wonderful to be here with everyone today. And this is really a star-studded panel. Take a picture of the people here, because when 10 years from now, the Ukrainian economy has doubled in size, it's going to be because of this group of people. And this is also true. So these are seats of high responsibility. As Victor said, it was an intentional choice to start with a panel about the Ukrainian economy. And
yeah, how to carve it up.
To leave with many thoughts. But if you only have room for 3, here are the 3 things I want you to be thinking about. The first one is, quite naturally, with the beginning of the war, with this cruel, illegal, evil, full-scale invasion of Ukraine, we spent some time thinking about Ukraine as a victim. and the horrible damage being done to Ukraine. And that was entirely appropriate. But today is a day I want us to start thinking about Ukraine as an opportunity. Ukraine as a European tiger, as an engine of growth for Ukraine, for all of Europe, and for the world. Second thing to think about, we walked through here, Victor and his team did an amazing exhibit of Kyiv fighting the Shaheds. And we have people who've just arrived from Kyiv. It's impossible not to have the military battlefield in the front of our minds. But Ukraine is fighting two wars at once. It's fighting on the military battlefield and on the economic battlefield. And when the war is over, the economic fight will truly be joined. Ukrainian people are fighting, yeah, for their sovereignty and their identity, but also for European prosperity. And this group of people are going to talk about that and deliver it. And then the final thing that I would like people to think about, I first lived in Ukraine in 88, 89. And I was there when the Soviet Union collapsed and independent Ukraine emerged.
Perestroika.
And we saw the miracle, the collapse of the Soviet Union and of EU accession for the countries of Eastern Europe. Their economies tripled in size from 2000 to today. So Ukraine as a European tiger sounds like an unreachable dream, but it's actually something that's happened already. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to start with a great friend of Ukraine, someone who has been doing a huge amount of work on it, the head of the bank, Jay Banga. To give you a sense of how engaged these guys are in Ukraine, they have a special train that goes to Kyiv every week full of World Bank people. They are there, they're on the ground, and they have been working on a prosperity plan for Ukraine. AJ, what is happening in Ukraine and what does Ukraine need to do?
So first of all, thanks for having me and congratulations.
Well, I'll leave it at that, but I highly recommend that people listen to all of that. It's creepy. These people are just wow. So you can find this on YouTube. It's The Sun that were there. The Sun, the tabloid newspaper that you wouldn't even trust the date on in Britain. But it's live. Ukraine economy minister meets IMF and World Bank heads in Davos to secure 2026 funding. And I brought up an article. This is from 15 days ago. It's Politico Europe. Zelensky appoints ex-Canadian deputy PM as economic advisor. Now, this Freeland, she's the same person who, when they had the truckers' protests, was signed the paper basically to cut off their bank accounts, didn't they? Anybody who had donated to the truckers. But she's involved now. She wants to help Ukraine. So they've got the World Bank there that they send literally a train in to check through the books and go, oh, well, you owe us that much money, so we're going to take that this time. We're going to take that this time. And that Bangar bloke starts going on about you've got to get away from state-owned property and you've got to privatize it so they can just shift it off companies like BlackRock. Investment banks like BlackRock, they're just the longer they can keep Ukraine going, the more they can steal that country. It's unreal. These companies have become so powerful that they can't just make money off Joe Public anymore. They've actually got to take over countries. So there we go. We've got a lot to go on with this coming year, haven't we? So
yeah, it's not real bad. 2026 is a year of action.
Yeah, so at the end of this month, end of February, I'll be going off to New Zealand for 3.5 weeks-ish. So once I'm back there in March, then it's full steam ahead with all of this. So we're going to get the little studio going finally, and
and
hopefully we'll have some interviews. I had dinner with Piers Corbyn and Debbie Hicks a few weeks ago.
Yeah, so you went down
a few days ago.
Yeah, sorry
they both said they'd come on and have a talk with us. So once we have the studio, we can hopefully And possibly Fiona the Old Legend too. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have everything going soon. It's not
Yeah.
long because time flies, isn't it? I can't believe 3 weeks into January already. It's just insane. It's just absolutely insane. Christmas almost it always already seems so
It
long
feels
ago.
longer, Tommy O'Fell, doesn't it? It feels like it's already it feels like months ago.
That's mad. It's absolutely mad. But oh well, that means get on with things, doesn't it? So yeah.
Yes, Tommy O'Fell,
So that's our latest little episode. Yeah, should we wrap this up and yeah, and we'll get another segment up soon. We'll just wait until Davos is finished and then do
Yeah,
another
we'll wait
one.
till Davos is finished. We can show some clips of that then, can we? And yeah, go into depth
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the next cycles.
Once we can look at the journalists who have gone through all the highlights or low lights, more like I've literally while I was watching that Ukraine thing yesterday, that Christina, whatever her name is, Freeland. I just thought to myself, watching that and listening to what they're saying, Davos, they literally just meet up to carve the planet up. That's literally what they're doing. They're just meeting up to carve the world up geopolitically, people, everything. They're just just vultures. It's horrendous, absolutely horrendous. So we've got to keep an eye on these swines all the time.
We have the front group of the Bilderberg group.
So yeah, we'll cover some more of that at the beginning of next week. If we go do another episode next week and we get that up.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Chief. Well, yeah, brilliant. Thanks.
Okay, me old cutie. Love to see you, Tommy O'Fell, you legend.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that info and the bits I've found as well. Glad.
Yeah, you found some good stuff, Tommy O'Fell.
Yeah, there's all sorts going on. All you've got to
There's
do.
all sorts going on with these evil people and their machinations.
So anyway, the old Chinese proverb saying, "May you live in interesting times," it's starting to actually bode. No, don't live in interesting times. Quiet.
No, we don't want to do that.
A quiet life is better.
Like Max Argo was saying, the best thing to do is just disconnect from the whole system. That's what his newest episode said. So I agree.
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to
because there's no way I'm having a digital ID and getting put into some camp. Yeah.
If you want to live free, then you've got to
I'd
pay
still
the
like a
price.
woodland or something.
Yeah, something for the future, Chief. But okay, well,
some of those lovely houses in Sicily are still available for like 16,000.
Yeah, there's plenty of space out there. But anyway, we'll wrap it up. Great to talk to you, and yeah, thanks
Good
for sharing
to you,
that
Tommy
information.
Bruce.
And yeah, until the next time, Chief and out.
Fight the future.
Fight the future. All right, TCS signing off.
TCS2 signing off too.
Beats man.